They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football, because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for once.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Punt is on its way. Makes the catch. Wants to make the move upfield. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Watson. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. Gets away from one, finds some space. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. There he goes. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
At the 13-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Just feeds the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
The Hokies look to keep this drive humming. Running back searching for a hole. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Overton. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
It looks like the offense just had the defense confused on that option play. Nobody accounting for the pitch man. The running back able to walk in.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Pulls it, fired complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
We got plenty of fight, baby.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking for a gap. It's Willis. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Watson. Catch open down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Finds his tight end. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold on.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Trying to move the sticks on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. He lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unloads it left. That's caught. It's Willis. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Russell. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Syracuse has it in the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Tremble. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the field goal unit is on the field.
Number 98 on the field goal.
And it's no good. He missed it. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Watson. Makes the catch, it's Wiggins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hokies will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed in the middle, it's Adams. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Watson. It's incomplete, and they'd been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's 3rd down. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Fires to the wideout. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand-new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Miami. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Pulls and fires complete. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run play action. He's taking the shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Second down coming up.
Timeout, Syracuse.
They'll move the tight end. Back to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Willis. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too, to try to get him going there.
The Orange will have to punt.
Punt formation to kick it away.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man.
Virginia Tech Hokies will take over. First and 10.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's the handoff. He has the first and still on his feet. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Watson. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
It leads to second down.
It's saying they pay me, I'll do this for free.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. He'll try it again on second and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Keith. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Virginia Tech.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And that is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Blacksburg. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Tremble. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Wants to fire on second down. He's got him. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Quickly out to the tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Finding open areas. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Can't be denied, boy.
The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And those screen plays, you really want to sell it. Get it to your running back and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's McFadden. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender. Oh, he's got headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, David.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Going to swing it on second down. Touchdown, Orange. They take the lead with the 6.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. Back to throw, it's Watson. Gets it out fast. And that's a live ball behind the line. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Cuse. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Syracuse.
You practice these moments.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Heath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Might be calling a hot route. Tight end now in motion. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Turning it on. Puts him in the spin cycle. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
3rd down and 2. You know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Motion from the wide receiver. Right back to the well. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Hokies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls it and fires to the left. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll leave it with him. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to him. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Scanning the field, it's Watson. Unloads to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
He splits the uprights. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Wyoming is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Laramie for some time. They're up by 18 over Western Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think.
Breaks into the open. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Rides the back on the option. The give. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Tremble. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
About the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. We've come to the break, and it's Syracuse on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They go to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. Quick strike complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And that's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Syracuse. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Watson. The sure hands. It's Wiggins. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Wants to go up top on first down. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Rides to back and leaves it. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Hits him in stride at the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Orange. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Got it in the middle. It's Adams. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but, man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Obviously, they fail on that fourth down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. They'll go to work in the air on second down. They'll run the screen, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. Got a man. It's Adams. Out of bounds at the 17. Big pickup there, not only in yardage, but it gives them some breathing room. 1st and 10 from their own 17. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Watson. Right on the money. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Hokies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And he's brought down after a nice game. The Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Hokies, once back up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Spits it out to the back. He's got his man. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The Hokies trying to cash it in on first and goal. Back to pass, it's Watson. Floats it out in space. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown. Still alive in this one.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.